Groaners, welcome to episode 152 of the Groan Zone. There's been a lot of celebs we have lost recently, but two will be honoured before the end of the show. I apologise, I'm not feeling 100% as I record this. It is a bit later than normal, but I've been feeling like rubbish over the weekend. Still feel like rubbish. It's just a cold. It ain't COVID. I'm absolutely fine. 152 episodes were over now. Just barely over 150. Halfway to 300. Sounds fun, yet also frightening. Why? Because that's a bloody load of creativity and writing that has to be done between now and then. As stated, until 2nd of October, the episodes will be a lot shorter. Don't worry, a lot will be crammed in, 2 games per episode, and a dash of groantent, or maybe more than a sprinkling. I'll start us off with my groans. Agreeing to do weekend work. Why do I do this to myself? I had to get up at 4:45 just to get myself sorted. There were no buses that'll get me to work on time for my 7:30 shift. That's 7:30 a.m. So I had to book a taxi. Why? I'll tell you why. Money! Long hair due to not getting the barbers. Humans need an internal cooling fan. I honestly don't know how guys with long hair, fat or thin, do it. As soon as I get long hair, it seems my body goes, right you SOB, it's time to get hot and sweaty. I wish I could cut my own hair. I hate my hair long. Not to mention if it's greasy it causes spots on your forehead. Bleh. Overpriced vending machines. Okay everyone, we all know before going to an airport, you need to confirm with your bank they can afford their prices. But the following were not in an airport. £2.70 for a bottle of Fanta. £2.90 for a bottle of chuffing water. These are in a hospital for crying out loud. I mean, bloody hell. I know the country is financially screwed, but our drinks company's trying to make us die of thirst or what? £2.90 for water? I mean, what's so special about the water? I know it's called smart water, but is that because the people that made it smart are not that intelligent by making the price £2.90? That's my goals locked away until next week. One of you gets a turn later, of course. But now, how about a game, Groaners? Oh, before I do that, apologies for the last time I did the episode. I might have left the unedited version of the pod at the end of the podcast, so the show went on for 36 minutes. I'll get that fixed and upload a new version of that. I'll have to do that before I forget. Anyway, moving on to the first game. Gimmie Da Question. And we're going to do things a little bit differently. I will give you the solution to the game as soon as the game's played. Okay. Now, of course, there's no audience live. I'm doing this completely offline. Round 1. Your answer is shrimp. Your questions are A. Which creature has its heart in its head? Or B. What's the motion described as when you crawl away from something or someone? Or C. What word can be used to describe a small part? Pause here, Groaners. Have a little think. Answer, then unpause. Round 2. Your answer is a belly button. Your questions are A. What is the third dirtiest area of the human body? B. What body part is virtually similar person to person? Or C. What do animals that lay eggs not have? Pause here, Groaners. Have a little think. Drop your questions, and then unpause. Round 2. Your answer is Rockman. Your questions are A. What is the name of one of the bad robots in Mega Man 1? Or B. What is Mega Man's name outside of Europe pre-2020? Or C. What is Mega Man's friend from X7 called? Pause here, Groaners. Have a think. Drop your questions, and then unpause. And here come the immediate question solutions. So for round 1, your correct question was A. Which creature has its heart in its head? Thank God that isn't humans. Round 2. Your correct question was C. Any animal that lays an egg doesn't have a belly button. Really, it doesn't. They don't. Anywhere that carries a fetus inside it, for example humans, has a belly button. Round 3. Your correct question was B. What is Mega Man's name outside of Europe pre-2020? Why? Because it is. Moving on. We have a warning. This is a different section. Warning for the week. Disclaimer. We at Grown Zone headquarters aren't trying to tell you how to live your life, and taking drugs is done at your own risk. We will not be held liable for any life choices taken by anyone listening to the show. Alert! Alert! This is a warning, groaners. I know some of you out there may be into the drug scene, but those who buy crack cocaine need to be especially alert. There's a new synthetic crack cocaine out there which actually has no cocaine in it. What it has inside it instead is some really nasty synthetic cannabinoids. 8 people have already been hospitalised and one 53-year-old has died in relation to this drug. Perhaps now may be a good time to jack the crack in. Just a thought. Now groaners, one of you out there has your time to shine, or should I say groan shine, with the audience groan. This week it's a turn of Eddie from Palmersville, who groaned in verbally, and he groans, disrespectful people who don't give others the time of day. A very short yet meaningful groan, groaners. If you can't be respectful to someone, then really you need to have a long reality check and just think, would you like to be down talked? Would you like to have yourself smack talked? Think, respect someone as you won't respect yourself, okay? Now you're probably wondering how you contact the show. If you know me in person, you can contact me verbally or Admin Nicole. You can also drop me, that's Mystery Groaner, or Admin Nicole, that's Nicole Amos, a message on Facebook Messenger. You can join in the fun on Facebook groups under the Grown Zone Podcast Facebook group. You can join in live, where usually we record the podcast at half-ish Greenwich Mean Time on a Friday. You can also, after the show, during the show, or even before the show, drop any comment in there and we will pick it up, review it, and see where we can fit it in the show. And lastly, drop a comment on YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, any platform where you listen to the show. Drop a comment. Could be your ideas, could be feedback. It could be something you want taken out of the show, more stuff you want added to the show. We'll review it and see where we can go from there. And now, groaners, another game is upon us with the 5-point countdown. And this game's all about honesty. Be honest about where you scored your point. If you guessed right at 5, then changed at 4, you don't get 5 points. If you guess right again at 3, that means you get 3 points. There's a lot of people out there not understand this game properly. Just because you got 5 in the start doesn't mean you're going to get 5 always. Okay? Here we go. Clue 5 for 5 points. This can usually be done by most humans after a certain age. Pause here, groaners. Have a think. Chuck your hats into the ring. Unpause. Clue 4 for 4 points. You can keep more speed doing it, but it's not running, or should I say a certain speed, unless you're really quick at doing this. Pause here, groaners. Have a little think. Answer, then unpause. Clue 3 for 3 points. You can do it with or without specialist equipment. Pause here, groaners. Have a little think. Answer, then unpause. Clue 2 for 2 points. It's never been, to my knowledge, in the Olympics. Pause here, groaners. Have a little think. Answer, then unpause. Finally, clue 1 for 1 point. Some do it alone, and some do it with others. And those who are thinking dirty things, minds out of gutter, this is a wholesome family show, stop it. Rude answers will not be accepted. Well, in your head they will, but not on the show, right? So pause here, groaners. Have a little think. Answer, and then unpause. If you're thinking dirty, you're going to be really disappointed, because the answer is walking. Be honest about where you scored. And now, groaners, we have a slightly, what could be maybe upsetting to some, part of the show where we pay tribute to some fallen celebrities that we lost this month, or at least this week. And this one is a tribute to Ricky The Hitman Hatton, who was a legendary figure in boxing, and Robert, aka the Sundance Kid, Redford. As I said earlier this week, we lost both of them. They were both legendary in their own fields of sport and film. It's unknown what Ricky died of, and I'm not going to look it up out of respect. I don't know what Robert Redford died of either, but I know that he died in Utah, surrounded by his family, at his home called Sundance, which was named after one of his earliest film roles, where he starred alongside Paul Newman in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. I've also had word that Mr. Redford's son passed away earlier this month. Ricky was 46 if I recall, Robert was 89, and his son was 58. May the three of them rest in peace, and please be respectful to the families when commenting online or even offline. Sorry to leave the show on a somber note there, Groaners, but a tribute just had to be given. I almost forgot though, you can also contact the show via the email, thegroanzonepod@gmail.com. I forgot that when I did the audience scrolling earlier. Thanks for tuning in, Groaners. The next episode will be recorded offline this Thursday and released on Sunday, and with a bit of luck, I'll feel better by then. Take care. Bye-bye. Alert! Alert!